Hey everybody, welcome to episode 1 of our podcast. This is Rubberson, I'm Chris.
And I'm Rudy.
And we're here to give you all some giggles and to tell you what this channel is going to be about.
I'm excited to see where this channel is going to be heading.
Yeah, I am very excited. We have been trying our very hardest to get this fucking right. I swear to God,
I think we've taken 3 takes of this episode.
We've taken a couple takes, and the reason we have to keep redoing it is because we just keep evolving each time, and it's the craziest thing. The first time we tried it, we did it with microphones that clipped onto your shirt and plugged into your fucking phone.
It was pretty primitive.
Yeah, it was primitive. And then it switched to me getting a new microphone and Rudy using an old microphone of mine. And then we were like, no. So then we both got the same microphone. Now we're using them, and now we sound great.
Yeah, no, it sounds a lot better. We've done like at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 tests.
Oh, yeah.
Just today.
It's annoying. And we moved our entire setup in our game room. So now we are facing each other from across the room. I get to see his beautiful face every time I'm watching porn.
I know. I get to look into your eyes, too.
Yeah. It's very nice. Like, I get to sit here and crank one out, and you're staring me down. And I got to say, it helps me finish.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
No, I don't either. I think the best part about this is that we're just going to keep evolving this whole time. Like, this is the final attempt. Like, this is the one we're uploading.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not fucking redoing this one ever again.
It's painstaking. It's a painstaking process.
I mean, I might redo it a couple years from now.
Fucking stares at you from across the room.
Episode 100, we'll redo.
We'll try to recreate this. We'll, fucking crop this into the 1,000th video, whatever the fuck it is. And
1,000th video. It's just like, hey, we're redoing the first one. Yeah, but, Rubberson, you guys might be wondering, well, fucking A, we got in here. It's your first video is a podcast. Like, fuck, man. Like, tell us what's going on with this channel. Okay, well, shut the fuck up for a second so I could speak. Goddamn. So, Rubberson is a gaming channel. It's like the root of it is. It's a gaming channel. We thought maybe uploading a podcast first would, get everybody's jimmies ready for what's going on. We can explain some stuff, and got about an hour, 30 minutes of just talking so you guys can listen to it.
Yeah, just to kind of spice things up.
It's a good introduction.
For the first episode, just in general of everything, especially for this channel. I mean, we kind of feel like we have to set a nice foundation so everyone has an idea of what we're planning. I gotta say though,
I've been in the YouTube game for years, and I would just always delete my channel because I would never be comfortable with it.
Oh, 100%. That's what I did.
Yeah, I would start it and I'd be like, fuck.
I just feel like something's off. Like, you'd create it and you'd be like, you get so hyped and you're just like, I feel like there's something there that has to be there in order to really
and I like it. I like this idea. It feels good.
Yeah, definitely. It feels different.
Yeah. Like, when I would start my other ones, it would be like I would find software online. I could record the gameplay through the software, and then I would have a microphone and I would speak. And, I would do the videos. They would come out like a normal video, but something wasn't clicking.
Yeah.
I just felt maybe I just need to wait longer, get more equipment, and then I'll be happy. Because,
this shit's hard.
It is.
It's fucking hard.
It is stupid hard.
And
it's not like you can just plop down a chair.
No, absolutely. Maybe in the beginning, I remember when I first started my first one.
Fuck yeah.
Getting it, you're excited and you're like, oh my god, and you're pumping out. I think within the first three days, I think I pumped out for my first channel was 10 episodes or something. Yeah. It was crazy. And then you're just like, wait a second, this is exhausting. This takes a lot of energy, and and if you do something you don't like, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And that's what we didn't have in the previous ones. It just wasn't that spark that
For me, it's just like I've always wanted to do a gaming channel, but I've been doing it alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just not gonna work with me.
It's hard. You need it's good to have
need
someone
that
you
banter.
you can play off with somebody.
Yeah, and it sucks because when you're doing it alone, and your friends don't come over like they say they will, but they won't. It's hard to start growing from that because it's just you. And then if you're doing something, you have to have them in a call. Yeah. And it doesn't work.
Yeah, you really have to go out of your way, and then also you have to put in like 100% of the effort into it because you're the only source of anything on that channel. So as good as that you have somebody else, if you're not feeling too well one day, that person can easily pick up the workload in it.
Yeah, and it's just better to have conversation with someone next to you, to make eye contact with someone, to want to lick their lips.
Don't make me go over there.
You might have to.
It may be almost 11 o'clock at night, but that ain't stopping you.
It's the perfect
I don't
time.
work tomorrow, so,
I do.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I got to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
Rip.
I don't care, though, because I'm fine. Like, I'll get up, and I'll feel like shit for, like, the first hour, and then after that, I'm good.
For me, it's the exact opposite. I get up, and I feel great, and then it's just total fucking
downward from there.
From there until I get home.
Yeah, I don't know why my body... It's just... I feel like school has trained me. Whenever I had to do high school stuff, I would just have to wake up and, really early in the morning and be there. It trained me. And, I feel like just school in general did that for, like, my whole life. My brother, though... Oh, my God. I never met a person who could fucking just not wake up like that. I set an alarm, and as soon as it goes off, I'm up, I'm going.
He's terrible.
He's terrible.
Like, I'm such a late sleeper in general, so...
Yeah.
Like, if I hear a pin drop, I wake up. But this man, I swear to God,
he will literally
you could get a truck horn next to his ear, and he will not wake up. It's astounding.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy. I mean, you got to give it to the man that he's a heavy sleeper. He sleeps, but holy shit.
Yeah, it's not going to help him when he gets
the world could be
job.
ending, and this man couldn't fuck. We just have to leave him.
We have to. We just have to run.
Fuck it, dude, honestly.
He's just sleeping through it. He'll survive it somehow.
I know, honestly. Shit, they might think he's dead. Honestly, they probably think he's dead if the way they're like, fuck.
Trust me, I'm class of 2020, so I just graduated. I'm finally out. I just survived. Hallelujah, amen. He's a sophomore. And I had to wake him up every morning to get him going. He's moved, though, so they're not here anymore. My parents, him, they're gone. So it's just us. Thank the fucking Lord. Rudy, I got to tell you guys who Rudy is first. Rudy is my sister's boyfriend, okay? And he lives with us.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not brothers.
No,
we're not fucking brothers doing this
shit. We're closer.
It's
like that one episode of SpongeBob where him and Squidward lift up the shirt and the fucking heart is pounding.
Their bodies are conjoined.
That's us.
That's us right there. Yeah, he sleeps with my sister, and they're very loud at night, and it's a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, man, you got to make sure you're on your toes at any time.
I try to make good with what the situation I'm in, but they definitely make it hard.
I didn't think it turned out too bad. I mean, we're starting a channel. We feel like we have this good spark going, so, I mean, keep the ball rolling.
Definitely. And, I've always wanted to be on my own. I love my parents to God in death, but, man, it's annoying to be living with them for so long, and you just want to break free. And I feel bad for a lot of people because they can't, because they're just stuck, and it's, like, really expensive to get a place. And so we were lucky that they moved, and we were able to keep the house, and all we got to do is pay rent and shit.
Yeah, no, we really made out like bandits.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we really got a good deal, so we can't complain.
And the good part about that is we could just have people over. And it feels so good. Because I was telling you about this before, where it's just like, people don't like to come over when there's parents. It's awkward, and then you got to sit in your room all day.
Well, either that or, like, they come over and they don't feel like
they don't feel like they can be themselves. They feel like they got to censor themselves and they got to shut up.
Yeah.
and rightfully so. I feel like they
No,
should shut the fuck up.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I feel like I need total reign over them.
Well, well, there's a certain way you
And
act in front of your
controlling.
friends, and then a certain
Yeah.
way you act in front of your
Parents.
your
And
friends'
you
parents.
can't do both worlds
At the
It
same
doesn't
time.
mix,
No,
yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard. You can.
The only person who's been able to do it is Corey. But even him, he gets fucking scared.
Your parents see through that facade.
Yeah.
They know what's up with him.
Yeah, but at least with him, he's done it for so many years, like 5-6 years. Yeah, and Corey's gonna be on the channel, guys. He's one of my best friends. We've been friends since 7th grade, so we've been chums for a long time.
Yeah, we'll have him on. We're gonna
have a lot of people on.
We'll have Chris on.
Chris is gonna be on.
He'll be when
Woo! Man, speaking of Chris, we just finished that juicy anime.
Interspecies reviewers for anybody who's watched it, who's into
God
anime.
damn.
Man, we got a video just on our review on interspecies reviewers. Shit was so intense. It took us, what was it, about a week or two? Because we could only watch so many. 2 weeks. It could only take us like so many episodes per night because it was just so intense that we would just, our jaws was essentially dropped because we just didn't know what the fuck we just watched.
Well, I remember the first time we turned it on, because Rudy and I watched the first episode by ourselves, and we were like, "Oh, okay, this looks pretty good." So the premise of the show is basically they go around, have sex, and they rate it. And so the first 2 episodes were pretty tame, but and then episode 3 comes, and it's just like, fuck, man. It was crazy. And then, but we managed to get through it, and we're gonna get more in depth on this when Chris is here, because I don't want to, say too much without him here.
You see that?
His foam's falling down.
You see my foam is falling? To move my shit now so that it can sustain itself?
Yeah, your little autistic foam.
Apparently fucking so.
I know.
Yeah, but it'll be great to have him on.
Yeah.
Just for...
And I'm sorry, guys, for all the yawning I'm doing.
It's fucking almost... It's past 11 o'clock, and we're tired because we both work.
And you know what's funny?
Jobs.
When you're like a small little kitty bitty, you could stay up all night and not be fazed by it. And now it's just like...
It hits you like a fucking train.
Boom! It just gets you, dude.
Absolutely.
I hate that. Like, I hate when I was a kid, I was able to get away with so much, and I took it for granted. I could stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning playing Xbox, and I can only play Xbox for like an hour, not even an hour now.
Yeah.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't, unless like there's people there, then I could play it for an extended period of time.
Barely.
But really, we don't even play that much anymore unless it's...
That's why we got a PC.
Yeah, that's why we have PCs, yeah.
I don't even play on my PC that much either.
Yeah.
But with sleep, it was just like, fuck, man, I'm yawning so much. I feel bad because they're going to be yawning and they're going to be like, fuck. But with sleep, like, again, I could stay up till 5 o'clock, but now once it reaches like 10, my eyes just start to get droopy and it's just like, whoop, all right, we're losing him.
Yeah, no, it's just fucking downhill from there.
Yeah, I got a tear in my eye right now. I don't know why. I feel it though. It's in my left eye. Can somebody come over here and lick it, please?
Oh my god. Well, going back to what we were, the idea we have for this channel. I mean.
Yes. So with our channel, we're thinking about, obviously there's gonna be Let's Plays. I don't even know what the first Let's Play is gonna be.
We're still deciding. We don't even know what game. We're not even close to a decision on the game we're gonna play.
Yeah, we're just gonna slap something on there one day, and we're gonna say, "Hey, look at this! We did it."
I know.
Enjoy.
There we go. And we did it at fucking 12:30 at night because we're a bunch of little.
Yeah, because we decided to push it off.
Crackheads.
Yeah, be crackheads. Kids, don't do drugs, but try them once.
Oh my god.
Test the waters. No, don't do drugs. That's terrible. Alcohol, however, I mean, you can get away with that. Just don't chug.
Oh my god.
Don't chug we don't even Papa.
Know. We don't even know. We're trying to decide. I think for the first playthrough, we're trying to get a game that has some sort of story to it.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be, we want to be worth your guys' time to watch it. We don't want it to end.
No, fuck no. I'll pick any game I fucking want. I don't care if they like it or not.
Minecraft then?
No, I'm not fucking play
what's your
Minecraft,
hatred
dude.
against Minecraft?
Dude, I told you before, if you play Minecraft
Wrong.
as the first
Wrong.
Let's Play, you are labeled
Wrong.
right away. If you want to do Minecraft later on, okay. But I'm not doing it as the first Let's Play.
What happens if it makes us money, though?
Well, fucking...
Would you sell your soul?
Minecraft.
It's not even selling your soul. This is Minecraft.
It's just... I don't know. I
This is
don't feel comfortable
This is the
playing
epitome
Minecraft.
of, like,
I would rather play...
fucking good games.
I would actually want to play a real progressive game
what are
than
you thinking, then?
Minecraft.
That's pretty fucking progressive.
Look, I like Minecraft to a certain extent, dude.
You know what's pretty progressive?
I can't...
Getting a fucking dog, dude. That shit's hard. Yeah, I know. Especially when it dies. I cry when that shit happens.
What is that? Oh, in Minecraft.
Yeah, when
I thought you were talking about in real life.
Especially when you just get it and you just get the dye, to switch the color on its collar, and then some fucking creeper comes up behind you, you don't see it, and it just fucking blows up the dog.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But it leaves you alive just so you can witness what happened. It's fucking frightening.
You know what? I didn't even... I haven't really introduced ourselves.
No, absolutely not. They
We're
probably
about
don't know who the hell
15. We're about 15, 16 minutes in, and we haven't even talked about who we are.
It's because it's past 11 o'clock, and we're just two little old men bantering about random
fucking
shit.
old pieces of shit rambling on the internet.
Well, shit, you go first.
Okay. Well, let me just stand up like I'm in class. Hey, everybody. I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I'm a raging alcoholic. No.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
I just got done smoking a crack pipe outside.
Through my butt.
Through my ass. No, but I am Chris. I just graduated, so let's all give me a round of applause for that. Thanks, Rudy. For not doing it. Yep.
You suck.
Thanks. I like to play video games. I like.
What kind?
I like old. I like new. I like video games.
Gay.
You're fucking gay. Shut up. Stupid dum. Yeah. What was I gonna say? An anime. I just got into doing that. I'm not like a weeaboo anime guy.
Oh, I'm fucking am.
Oh yeah, he is definitely. One day, he was talking about it. So before he got home from work, I was like, you know what? I might just go ahead and dive into this world of uncontrollableness, because I've seen anime before. I've watched Death Note and Dragon Ball Z. So I was just like, yeah, let's hit her up. So I look at Slice of Life's, and I'm like, let's see what we got. And he bursts through the fucking front door, and he's like, "Are you watching anime?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I was just looking at him, and he's like, "Yeah, but
have you seen this?"
Yeah, you're like, "You like titty, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like titty. Titty's nice." And he's like, "All right, check out this." This guy slaps on
High School DxD.
a little High School DxD. I gotta say, I liked it a lot. Papa Chris liked. I only made it to season 2, episode 4, and then I was already on the next one, next anime.
Dude, you burned through those really fast.
Yeah. What was the next one I watched after that? I forgot. I know it was that, and then I watched Prison School. I just finished that. Fucking hilarious. So funny. If you guys are ever going to watch an anime, Prison School, slap that.
That's going to be another review for another time.
Yeah, for real. We just started Grand Blue.
So,
oh my god, is it fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Like, right off the bat, episode 1 and a little bit of episode 2 I've seen. Oh my god. I love the way that these shows animate the faces. Prison School and this show do it the exact same, and I love it. Like, the faces, they're so unexpected, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, I think right now we're currently in a slice of life comedy genre for anime right now. We're kind of in this little... Well, he's more in this phase.
I forgot what the other one was called that I just got into. Because I just finished that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more into slice of life and comedy. I'm more into, like, action and...
Teasing Master Takaha... Fuck. I know how to say the name, and I'm, like, fucking it up. Takagi-san. So Teasing Master Takagi-san. And, you know, interesting with that, there's a Funimation dub and a Netflix dub. And you can't, like, get the best of both worlds with that. Because Funimation's has season 1 and Netflix has season 2. And they don't have a season 1 dub on Netflix.
I hate that they do that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So you have to, like, switch. And the voices are different, so you're like,
It's hard to get, like, a lot of good animes on one site.
Yeah.
I think so far, I think Funimation has been the best for us.
Yeah, I like the Funimation subscription I have. Because I can just whip up something and it's hilarious.
There, for the most part, it's there, and then...
Yeah, Grand Blue is the only one, but thank God we have
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
So I'm not worried about it.
But for the most part, they have everything. It's just so hard because everything's going to different streaming services. Yeah. And, like, there's some that won't have it, but then you have, like, Hulu, who's owned by Disney, who has their stuff, and then you have
Hulu's dying,
Amazon.
Dude.
Oh, yeah,
They're dying.
I think Disney's purposely going to kill
HBO Max
Hulu.
just fucking took all of their shit and called it a day.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. They put a bunch of studio.
Dude, they zipped in and they took it. It was crazy. Like, I was watching their commercial for it, and I was like, Adventure Time, regular shit, like all the Cartoon Network shows. I'm like, wait, that's what Hulu had. And then I saw all the movies they had, and I'm like, wait, that's what Hulu had.
Yeah, I think Disney, they bought out Hulu purposely for the fact that they just want to kill it.
Yeah.
They kill it, and then they move everything to, like, either they keep Hulu as, like, a raunchy site to keep all their bad stuff because they want to keep up with that appearance.
That's what it is right now, though. Like, there's not really anything good. It's where you can watch Medea, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. There's really not that much. And then if you want to watch anime, you either have to go to Crunchyroll or Funimation, or you have to go on Kiss Anime or GoGo Anime online. That's what we had to do to watch.
You know too many of this shit. I just watch it whenever I see it.
I mean, despite the fact you get a bunch of viruses and shit, I mean, you can't be free.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah, it is.
To keep up, like, even if you just get 3 of those, you're at least spending, what, close to $30 a month on subscriptions? Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Who cares? I mean, I'll tell you what, Disney Plus, for what it is, I mean, there are some good shows on it, but...
I mean, most of them you've already seen as a kid, so it's just like, you're really just rewatching shit.
I mean, the only reason I really have it is for Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's about it. I really don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
I really like when it comes to shows, usually Netflix has what I need, and now Funimation. Because on Netflix, I like to watch F is for Family. Fucking love that show. Season 4 is coming out next month, so I'm really excited for that. But I introduced myself. I like to write. I'm a good writer. I have 1,000 stories I could share with you all, but I'm not going to because I'm selfish. So...
That was a beautiful introduction.
Yeah, I thank you.
Let me show you a better one.
You know, Shakespeare
shut the fuck up. Let me introduce myself.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck you, but go ahead.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rudy. You're supposed to say hi, Rudy.
I'm not saying hi. Like, I'm just here for the fucking free food.
All right, I'm here because I stuck up 27 Lego bricks up my ass. And I pooped him out. And I didn't tell my sister.
I put him up there.
Huh?
I put him up there, but you took it.
Yeah, I pooped him out, but I didn't wash him. So I just put him back.
Okay.
But no. I love video games. I love fucking history. I like fucking Fallout.
I do like
history.
The
perfect hybrid history video game thing is Fallout. I'm a huge Fallout fan. I fucking love Star Wars.
I'm a big Sonic fan.
Minecraft.
Big Transformers fan.
Fucking
like
everything.
Transformers and
a big anime fan. Chris only really got, like, recently this year into anime. And it wasn't even this year. It was like the last month that he's really gotten into it.
Yeah, it was last month that it started.
I've been a weeb degenerate for like the last 3 years, so ain't no stopping me. I've seen a lot.
There ain't no stopping me.
I've seen almost everything, so nothing's stopping me.
What
now we're discovering new shows because I've never really been into this slice of life genre, but I'm starting to enjoy it more because I don't know how fucking funny they are.
I find it more appealing. I just like
I like the action.
I'm not really into the action shows. I kind of like the slow pace.
Well, I just like seeing the art style and how they work with it for battle, especially high tune ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certain scenes from like fucking Black Clover. You look from like My Hero, even like Demon Slayer. That's just like the art style is just so fucking beautiful on screen.
It changes, yeah.
But I mean, it's nice to watch like slice of life because I think you and I in general just love Japanese like culture.
Yeah.
So being able to see that on a fucking screen and especially animated, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I forgot to say, we have a trip planned for Japan coming up next year.
I'm pretty excited. I'm so hyped for that.
I'm very excited for that. I would love to taste the food that those Japanese lovely little people have for me, and oh man, it's making me hungry right now just thinking about it. Like the ramen, dude. I want to try their ramen so bad. It's not the same as American cup of noodle.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the closest we can get, but
yeah.
I mean, we're excited.
Like you could get hibachi, but it's just like you gotta be there, dude.
And that I feel like that has more
in the actual country.
I feel like that has more of an emphasis on like fried rice than anything else. Like anytime we go, everything is heavily involved with fried rice, and I want more noodles than anything else.
Yeah.
But man,
there's more out there, and it's just like I would love to try it.
We're kind of just getting a
I've
little.
never tried squid, and it's just been like one of those things that I want to try.
Squid is so good, and they also have a squid. I was telling you about this a couple days earlier. It's the squid ramen.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be really fucking good.
Well, I'm like, because with squid, it's just like, I've had calamari before, but it's just like, I want to try
that's fried
raw squid that they make there.
Yeah. I feel like there's only
I feel like I won't like it.
I feel like there's only one culture I would trust.
Yeah, I feel like I won't like it, but I would definitely try it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah. I like squid in general. I like seafood in general, so it's.
They got a lot of wacky shit there.
Yeah.
And
a lot of cool stuff. Like even their candy, it's like some of it's like you have to like put it together. It's like a little fucking game, and it's just so fucking creative. I fucking love it. I feel like American culture for sometimes can just be so plain Jane.
Plain Jane. Fuck, man.
And they got maid cafes. What do we have?
Yeah. Maid cafes.
That's on the list.
That's the first thing we're doing when we get there.
Oh yeah, we have 5 cities. So what we're planning
5 cities, 5 maid cafes.
That's right. So we're planning to fly into Tokyo.
We're like interspecies reviewers, but for
maid
cafes.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be hitting up these maid cafes and reviewing different ones. So we're flying into Tokyo, and then we're going to Shibuya, and then we said Osaka, Kyoto, Okinawa. That's 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd be doing those. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, we'd be there about 2 weeks. So.
Yes, sir.
You know, really get 2 or 3 days in each city would really be fucking fantastic.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll do karaoke.
Man, we're trying to do cities that are vastly different for the most part.
Yeah.
Especially Okinawa. And I feel like we'll get a lot of good seafood there.
I'm happy for the seafood, and I want to get a lot of stuff I can bring back.
Absolutely. Like, we're going to have to bring
anything
a suitcase
I can
just empty.
fit in a suitcase, like an extra empty suitcase, just to fill it up with shit. I might be coming back with some hefty shit.
Yeah, you're going to be coming in with a whole Asian fucking woman in there. Fucking
yeah.
She's going to be like, she's going to be trying breathing and you're fucking hitting it with the stick. And like, shut up.
She's going to be in there going
through customs.
I'll be like, hey,
do you have anything you want to declare? No.
No. Hey, shut up.
So. Yeah, but that trip is gonna be so fun. That's in April of next year, and we're excited.
Yeah, we'll vlog it too. We'll slap that shit on the internet once we're there.
Every day, every city, we'll show you what we're doing.
Yeah.
And not only for you guys to see.
Not like live stream.
No.
But like we'll record it and we'll upload it the day of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it like a special vlog where it's like fancy. We just want to like do it fast so you guys can see what we're doing and what it's like.
Yeah, because we also want to go there and enjoy, you know, because we go there, earned it for ourselves. So.
And we're saving right now. We're hitting up the grind, and I feel like I really wish we came up with this idea like 2 years ago.
Before all this shit happened.
No, 2 years ago when we were working at the same fucking job.
Yeah.
So we could just like
take it off. It's hard to take off
that money, dude.
Yeah. But I feel like now we're making more money, so it's not. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot easier. Well, I did the math. I think we would have to save like $13 a day.
Yeah.
So it's really not not unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not unreasonable
And
at all.
plus, like the money that I came out to for us to save, like I overestimated on purpose so that
we would be set.
Exactly. So we'd have enough money for food, for the ticket, and stuff to be able to buy shit with and just be in a good place.
I just hope that this whole virus thing is at least in a good spot by that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never tell.
Absolutely not.
But I hope so.
Yeah, because if everything went well, that means the Olympics would be going. So we'd be going about, I think it was like 1 or 2 months before all that shit's going down.
Yeah.
And that in itself would just be cool to experience.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Just seeing them get ready. And then what we do is that we could watch the Olympics and, like, see the shit that we were like, oh, my God, we were there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we have pictures and shit. That'd be dope.
Yeah. I hope I would have, like, a girlfriend by that time. And I'd be like, hey, you see that? I was there.
Get on the screen. You'd be like, get on the screen so I can see you.
My Japanese girlfriend I stole, I'd be like, that's your home. Now you're in my home.
Yes, Oni-chan.
No. Oh, that'd be terrible. Oh, we're terrible people, dude. We're awful.
We're not the best.
No. But we, when it comes to work, though, Rudy and I have worked the same jobs. Only one job together, and then after that, it's just like
we work at the same place, just not at the same time sometimes.
Yeah, our first jobs was Chick-fil-A. Well, Rudy's technically first job was Tropical Smoothie, but he only worked there for like 18 hours.
Not even 18. I worked there for 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours.
And then they quote unquote let me go because they hired too many people, and it was just like it was my first job, so they should have just told me, hey, you suck. Just
I always hear bad things about Tropical Smoothie, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But he started working at Chick-fil-A. My sister was working at Chick-fil-A, and so I was like, you know what? I need a job. I'm a little boy. I want some money. And so I'm like, you know what? Let's skedoodle. So I got the job at Chick-fil-A. Mr. DB was there, and he was just like, yeah, we'll take you. Fuck that guy. But, yeah, and Rudy was a manager there when I started. And we hit it off from there. Absolutely. He hit it off with my sister.
Yeah, because I wasn't even... That was
just a diversion.
Because I was dating... When I first started, I was dating this one girl, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But when I started from the bottom, so I worked my way up to manager. So this wasn't like he joined and like I was already a manager. Like it took me about almost a year to become a manager, which really isn't that long but you know it's fast food.
It wasn't like I joined there the same time as you. It's just that I joined there, and when I got there, you were there. Yeah,
but you know, and then we kind of just, you know, I'd only see it at work, and then eventually, you know, I just somehow I got around to your sister, and then you know, and
then it's just expanded from that.
Yeah, and then I moved in, and
it's the damnedest thing to think that 2 years ago, I would show up to this shitty fucking fast food restaurant, and I would have you as a night shift manager, and like some nights I'd be outside, and blah blah blah, and then I'd come in and I'd close, and we would just fuck around. But like, when we fuck around now, it's like it feels normal. But like back then, it felt like I was just fucking around with like some random person, you know. But now it's just
it's gives funny. A shit? Like who would have thought that? Right. Like, look at us. Who would have thought?
It is the craziest fucking thing.
I know.
I don't see anybody from there ever. And now I live with my fucking manager.
That's fine. It's such a weird turn of events. I don't think any of us would have thought this was actually gonna. None of us anticipated this was gonna happen. It just kind of happened. I
would have saw you and I've been like, this fucking dickhead's gonna live with me one day. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. Like this guy who's just telling me to go outside all the time and go on an iPad to take these orders. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Here we are though.
Fuck that guy.
I tried my
best.
I
remember Rudy would get so mad sometimes at me at work, and I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up. He would get so mad. I'm like, dude, this is fucking fast food. And you're like, I don't care. We're getting. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck.
Yeah. For the most part, I really care. I think
You tried.
I really put a lot of
Put a lot
my
of
heart and soul into that
stupid
place.
effort into a place that didn't even matter.
Yeah, and it's like they didn't really even care about me.
God, dude,
And it's not
fuck
like
Chick-fil-A.
this. And no, this is just our Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
Like I've heard
hey.
of other Chick-fil-A's that are just absolutely amazing.
Quattro strips.
But like
Quattro strips.
there's places that like I
that.
heard of from other people who work at Chick-fil-A, and they're like, oh, like I get paid this much, and I'm like, wait a second, you get paid how much? Like there's people who would just be starting and make the same amount as money I was making as a manager.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like, I remember the whole debacle because it used to be like $10 was the starting, and
I started at
it
9.
still is, I think. And then
No, it's 12 now.
yeah, it's 12 now. But I remember the whole debacle where they were switching it and they didn't give any of the original workers the $12 raise.
So there's people just starting who made more.
Yeah, and they were giving them $12 as soon as they started. I'm like, wait, we've been working here longer. Like, you're gonna fucking skip over us? And like we would just keep asking, like, hey, when's this
Dude,
going
I feel like we
on?
need to stop what we're saying just because I feel like this could be another podcast about our past Chick-fil-A and the stories that we have from that place.
I really want to get into those.
That'd be a great
We
podcast.
can talk about it while we play games too. It's not like they're restricted to the podcast, but it's just like
True, but we have so many stories from that place.
Oh my god, dude, it is unbelievable. I remember when like from start to finish, I remember the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember it. And after that we moved on to Target. You did it first because I stayed at Chick-fil-A till September of last year.
And please know, I don't last long at most jobs unless if I don't feel comfortable, I leave
You guys
immediately.
And so this guy, he starts working at Target and he quits like what, 2 months in? 1 month in?
Yeah, no, I think
like
it was like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
I think more closer to 2.
And it wasn't like he just quit. He just didn't show up.
Yeah,
they would call him and he just never.
Yeah, because I think at that point I got offered a job. It was from this guy at Sprint. I was going to get a new phone.
Right, Sprint.
This guy offered me a job at Sprint. He told me like all this shit and like, oh yeah, like we'll hire you. This is this and this is that.
Mm-hmm.
Like all you have to do is just quit and we'll get you in. So I quit and I go there, and then he's like, oh yeah, you need to go to this training down in Miami for 2 fucking weeks. And I'm like, what? Like yeah, like so you just gotta go there. And I'm like, so do I like pay for everything? He's like, oh, we pay for the hotel. And I'm like, but I still gotta drive there
to Miami. Yeah.
To Miami,
That's
and
terrible.
stay there. I said I still have like, I had college and I was I had classes. I'm like I can't go there, and they're like, well, if you can't do it, then why'd you agree to it? I'm like, well, I agreed to it because I didn't think I was gonna have to go to Miami for 2 weeks. And then once I figured that out, I was like, fuck, and then.
Yeah, and he was jobless for a fat minute.
I think it was like 3 months I didn't work.
Was it 3 months?
Actually, no, it was before Target.
There was
before
no
Target.
way.
I didn't work. No, before Target, I didn't work for like 3 months, and then I was like, crap. I said I was going through my save. I saved a lot of money.
No.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, because I went from Chick-fil-A and then I went to that eyeglass place. I worked one shift and I didn't like it.
That's right.
And then I told him like, hey,
I
this
totally
isn't
forgot
gonna work
about
out.
that.
Yeah, and like everything was outdated over there, and I was like, I felt like I was working in 1945 because it was so outdated. And then I left, and then I was jobless for 3 months, burned through my savings, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm really gonna run out of money. Picked a job at Target, and then after that, I went to Royal Scoop, and then I stayed at Royal Scoop over a year, and I still do also pick up shifts from them for the most part if they need me. But now with everything happening, I just told them to use my hours for the people who are currently there because I work at Toyota. But now I'm at Toyota. I mean, I love my job. It's just fucking hot. Yeah,
I agree with that. For me, I have not zipped through as many jobs as you. For me, I did I started at Chick-fil-A, and then I moved to Target around September. So in September, I started at Target. Man, I gotta tell you, that place fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Like, the management blows.
Yeah, and please note,
Hard.
his sister was working there up until like 3 days ago.
Yeah, like 3 days ago, she just quit.
And she was a team lead.
Yeah, she was a team lead. And they would just treat her like she was shit on a shoe. And they would just try to scrape it off. And it was just like, you can't fucking act like that if you're... Because it goes ETL, team lead, team member. And so the ETLs are in front of the team lead. So Cassie would have to listen to the ETLs and then the store owner and blah, blah, blah. And these people would just like fucking bombard her and telling her she was doing a bad job. And it's like, they don't do shit. You will watch these guys walk around the store, do their little walk around, and they don't do shit. They'll sit in their office all fucking day.
Not even that, like, the stress that it put upon your sister, like, she couldn't sleep most nights ever since she got the promotion. She only recently got that promotion.
Yeah, it was a month or two.
Yeah, and she was just, like, she couldn't sleep at night, and there was days she would come home crying to me because she just wanted help, and they just told her no.
They treated her like fucking dog shit.
They really did.
It was terrible.
And I've never seen anything like that. I'm like, holy crap.
Even being like a team member, dude, it sucked. I loved the people I worked with. The funniest fucking people ever. I loved them.
It's just management.
But it's just like, you can only go so far with it. Especially, for me, I just felt like they were not intelligent enough for me to feel comfortable under their command. I felt like I was being directed by children.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I left. I just felt like the management was incompetent. I feel like obvious solutions to obvious problems.
And you guys got to realize, these ETLs, they're not like teenagers. They're fucking 40-year-old adults who do not function correctly. And I'm not saying this is at every Target, but the one that we worked at, it's god-awful. Like, they don't act like leaders. They just act like they're forced to be there and they don't want to be there. And they're just like, you know what? Fuck you. Do this. And it's just like, dude, like, that's not... You're not showing leadership. All you're showing me is that you're lazy and that you don't give a shit. And so I shouldn't give a shit. You know, but you want me to give a shit. But if you don't give a shit, then why should I? I can't support a business if you're not going to act like a...
Yeah, that was
leader.
Sucky. That was just sucky, yes.
It was terrible.
I'm just glad we're over it because, man, working for anybody out there, like, working in retail and fast food is so hard. And, like...
It's not hard. It's just...
it's fucking hard because the people are fucking ridiculous. Like, either the customers or management.
I will tell you, yeah.
And it's usually your coworkers that are pretty good.
Management and customers are the ones that really ruin a job for you.
Absolutely.
Your peers will be, like... your chums. They'll be the ones that you can get through shit with. But when it comes to the other side of the spectrum, and it's just like, fuck, I can't deal with this. I mean, people will come into Chick-fil-A with half-eaten sandwiches, and they'd be like, this is not the sandwich I ordered. And it's like, you ate half of the fucking sandwich.
I mean,
now noticed.
There's people who eat the entire sandwich, come back,
yeah.
Like, this wasn't mine. It was like, so you ate the entire sandwich, and then coming back and telling me that this isn't the sandwich you ordered.
There'll be people who...
They'll say yes, and we have to give it to them.
Yeah, and there'll be people who say they didn't get their fries when you could see the fries, and you have to give it to them.
Yeah, just blatantly obvious stuff, and you're just like, well...
It's just like, fuck it. You know, it really pissed me off because they wouldn't let you take free food. I mean, we still did it, but they wouldn't want you to take free food. Right?
I'd promo it out just so it's covered at the end.
Thank you.
But I feed you, my child.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. We took food without telling anybody.
No, you told me.
No, like, there were times where we didn't tell you or anybody. Like, we would just take it and eat it. And it was just that.
I feel like
they're going to throw it away anyway.
I feel like every night I saw it. Like, I looked at the camera, so I always saw you guys.
Yeah.
But it didn't really matter because it all got thrown away anyways.
It got thrown away anyway, so it was just like, dude,
I promoted everything out, so it was always accounted for at the end. Like, at the end of the month, we would say, what was our food cost? And I'd say, well, for my shift, this is what it was because I always incorporated.
For you, when you were manager, it wasn't as precise as it was when I left. When I left, we had to count everything and make sure it was promoted out.
Oh, yeah, I guesstimated. I was just like, it's probably about, 15 fillets or like
with fries,
nuggets.
They'll give fries away. They don't give a shit about fries. But like chicken sandwiches and shit, you gotta like beg and plead because the owner doesn't want you to take them. It's just like, unless it's a cool owner. But our owner was just like, I'll pay for my son's girlfriend's college, but no free food for you. I mean, we got free food for breaks, which was pretty good. But that's
not at all Chick-fil-A's. There's some Chick-fil-A's they only gave you 50% off. Well, we were lucky to get.
So we were lucky with that. And I don't think the owner was all bad, but I definitely saw the fault and a lot of the way he ran that business, especially letting his wife fucking come in and out, taking money and fucking telling people what to do. It was just like, wait a minute, and you're not in charge.
No, absolutely. And the involvement of their son, just really, his intrusion into the
absolutely
business
ridiculous.
It's one of the reasons why I felt like Stan left.
Yeah, Stan was our old general manager. He was pretty cool. Like I felt like he was a really good leader because he cut the shit, and if you were acting like a retard, he told you, and he was like acting like a leader.
Because I hate when they're passive aggressive, and I feel like Bowen is super passive aggressive. Like he'd tell you, be like, hey,
It's just like, hey, you understand that you're fucking being retarded, right? And it's like, oh yeah, never mind. And he was really good, and it was funny. He was really good friends with my math teacher from that time, when they were kids, like teenagers. And I didn't even know that, because they used to play porn in the movie theater they worked at. I found that hilarious because my math teacher was telling me about it, and I was like, God damn, that's hilarious. But yeah, I feel like once he left, it just got worse because they put that old man in charge, and he was just terrible.
And it just wasn't his fault because he was HR previously.
He was HR, and they were like, hey,
you're GM now. And it's just like, wait a second.
I didn't like him before that either.
I mean, I didn't mind it because he was HR. Like, he really didn't. He just kind of took care. And I think Bolin was good at that. I didn't like
him in general. He just weirded me out too much.
He's a great trainer, but when it came to the business aspect of Chick-fil-A, it's totally different side. Like, I would have to help him on stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's become the GM, and I have to help this man figure stuff out. I said, maybe let's get somebody who already knows what they're doing. Exactly. And then we had someone clearly lined up for it, and they were just like, no. And then even ask us managers, it was
stupid. It was absolutely just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just how unprofessional it was there, and how they treated things.
And we would go. I remember we'd go there and like 5 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Yeah. We would clean
it.
I mean, we still get paid. Obviously, it would clock in, but it was just like I didn't have to go there on my day off.
They don't do it anymore.
No, they don't do it anymore. But
they didn't do it. At all.
But we would go and we would like scrub like parts of the kitchen that weren't scrubbed in a while.
That was by their choice. It wasn't like Chick-fil-A wanted them to do it or anything. Rudy would voluntarily say, let's zip over there and clean.
Yeah,
this guy would literally clean the shit when like nobody else would, and it never was cleaned after he quit. I would just sit there, and I don't even want to know what the behind of the salad section looks like right now.
Oh my god! I remember when I first started cleaning that. I was like, has anybody pulled this out and cleaned it? And they all looked at me and they were like, what? And I was like, well, this moves. So like in theory, if something in the salad, like if you were, Oscar was the guy back there. If he was making it, tomato or something falls back there, it would just stay there. It would be so back there. Man, when I pulled it back that first time, it smelled horrible. We had to get a hose in there and hose it down. It smelled that bad, and we poured cleaning, Fabuloso everywhere because it was just.
It's awful, dude. And you'll see that at fast food everywhere you go. If you don't have someone who wants to take care of it, it's gonna look like shit. I wasn't a manager, so it wasn't like I had the fucking privilege to just say, let's clean. But
I did that. I was like, all right. Remember on Saturdays?
On Saturdays.
When it was slow, that like it was like 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, like no one would come in. And then I'd be like, all right, guess what we're doing?
Let's go.
Scrubbing the fridge.
Scrub it up. Organize. Let's do it.
Yep. Clean the office.
And the thing I like the most from my time there is what Jordan used to say. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Mm-hmm. That was a very common word that was used there. Or phrase, I should say, not word.
Yeah.
And
we kept it really clean.
I will say, though, when it came to peers, Chick-fil-A, it was, or like with your work peers, I guess you could say, Chick-fil-A, it was very iffy when it came to the people you worked with. Because it was groups, I guess you could say.
Yeah, if it was the night group, because you had the morning.
No, it wasn't even just that. Like,
we had the morning shift.
In the night group, there were just groups in the night group.
Oh yeah, but you got to realize, like, when I was working at night and I had all you guys were from different high schools. So
well, you got to realize when you were a manager, dude, everybody was kind of just chill with each other. You know,
Well, yeah, 'cause I kept
it wasn't
everything
like
in
we were
order.
all separated. Once you left, it was like it was stupid
That was the center of unity.
because you left. Ciara started working there, and then that became Ciara, Ruth, Noelle, and Aubrey. Yes, that's her name. I just
Yeah,
remember.
because before that it was me. Like the main people were.
Was it Aubrey?
No, Audra.
Audra. Fuck.
Yeah, before that it was well, like the main people were like Audra, Noelle, Ruth, me, you, Cass, and like like Nacho.
Yeah, like we were
Lewinsky.
Yeah, and we like it was just us, you know.
We were always on like usually the same shifts, and it was
a constant trend, and then it just turned into this other thing. Like we were still talking, we were still joking, but it wasn't like before. And they happened, and then it was me and Nacho it was just our kind of thing. And with me and Nacho, we've been the constant trend, like a constant, and just other people would join him and I. I remember it used to be him, me, and Joel, and then Joel quit, and then it was me, him, and Alejandro, and then Alejandro quit, and then it was me, him, and Ray, and then Ray quit, and it was just like that. And so I've seen a lot of people come and go. It was just near the end. It was just like there was more people working there that sucked than there were that were good. And it was just kind of like, why am I still here?
Yeah, but when we would work there.
Oh, and then at the end it was me,
like,
Nacho, and Cameron. Okay.
Yeah, but when you worked there, like for the most part, if the people stayed with you, you were like almost best friends. Like I would hang out with the people there outside of work. A lot.
Yeah, I would do that a lot too. That's like the only place that I've ever really done that. Me and Nacho would go out all the time, and like we went to Buffalo Chips, we went to 8-Bit Hall of Fame. We would like to go all these places, and that's like the last time I've done that with a work friend. You know, I can't really do it now to my new job because they're all fucking older men. So it's not like I'm gonna go out on my way and be like, "Hey guys, let's go out." It's not like I can drink, so it's not like we can go to the bars.
Yeah, I'm glad I landed at where I landed because I mean we met Chris, and Chris is over like.
Yeah, Chris is awesome.
Yeah, like we started hanging out. Like when I first joined, I was like, man, like I don't know, like these kids were all my age, but like I never thought I'd actually be like. I never expected for, like Chris came over and like helped us painted like some of our rooms.
Yeah.
And like. Now he's over like at least 2 or 3 times a week, and we all watch like him, Chris. Well, we have 2 Chris's, so you,
me, and then Black
Chris, and then we'd all just sit in this room. And we'll just watch anime, eat ramen, and then review that.
I'll tell you what, that's my
anime.
favorite thing about having my own house, having the game room. You know that's been our thing that we would keep thinking about until my parents would move.
Yeah, man, that months leading up to it.
Oh my god.
We'd just be like, man, what are we gonna do? This.
I mean, originally, this wouldn't even be here right now.
Yeah.
Because they would still be here if it was the original plan.
Yeah.
If this virus didn't happen, they'd still be here.
Yeah, this kind of just forced their hand.
Thank God it happened. Oh my God. Literally, there has been a lot of bad things that's happened with the virus. But I gotta tell you, it has helped me out a lot. Because not only did it strip me from having to go through that last quarter of high school and having to deal with that hell, like, I'll hear everybody fucking complaining about it, and it's just like, we dodged a bullet really there, guys. Like, we would have had to sit in a fucking auditorium with everybody and had to listen to tons of names get read off, and it would have sucked. Like, it's not fun. I get it. Like, some of you worked your asses off to... but it's just like, it doesn't matter anyways. It's not going to matter in the next 100 years. So just calm down. You dodged a bullet. I really don't feel like I missed a lot because it was just the last quarter anyways. I mean, we already did the first 3. So it wasn't like the end of the world. Like we missed prom. That was about it.
Yeah, I never went to, when I was in high school, I never went to any of my homecomings or prom.
I went to homecoming once. It was a huge mistake.
Yeah,
terrible. Dude.
And that's when I was working at Chick-fil-A. So like for the most part, the
yeah,
majority of my high school, like life, I was at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, my whole high school life was Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Like well, I can't say my whole because September to whenever the virus happened, I was in high school. So, and that was at Target. So I guess Chick-fil-A and Target were my high school.
The vast majority
but the mass majority was Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was crazy. And I remember I would just come home from school and right away I'd have to zip over there. And we're coming back to Chick-fil-A a lot. Yeah, but we really dodged a bullet this year. And it's really helped me out because not only have I gotten away from a lot of the people I hate, because I hate the fucking drama and shit that high school brings. I hate all that shit that happens there. It is so fucking dumb. I was lucky enough to only have to be there for 3 hours because I had, that OJT so I could leave early. But man, dude, it was just like sitting in a classroom with the fucking people and you would look at them and be like, God damn, this is the people I gotta fucking sit with every single day until this is over. It was annoying. And so finally, like, this virus was just like, hey, dude, don't worry about it. And I was just like, thanks. So then that opened the floodgates for me to be able to get a real job. And now I get to work all week and get my weekends off, which thank you, Lord. And then I get to do that. And I've been happier. I've been so much happier since this thing happened. Like, before, I was just kind of like, I would, like, be happy at some points, and then other times I'd just be like, boom, slammed. And that's in part because of a girl. But once this virus happened, man, my confidence just skyrocketed. It was crazy. And, it helped me a lot. And so, yeah, it sucks. A lot of people are dying because of this thing. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm fucking, like, having the best time of my life. But
man, you're a little bit cynical there.
Yeah, I know. But it really helped me, though. So, I mean, there is some good that came out of this terrible, terrible thing. It just really helped our situation out.
Yeah, what's good is that, like, since your parents left earlier, it kind of worked out because with the stay-at-home order, we had to stay home for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked out because we would just go to work, come back, because we were considered essential workers. And, I don't know, we'd work on the house. Like, we got so much.
Yeah, we got so much done.
We were ahead of schedule in terms of what we wanted to do at the house.
Mm-hmm.
We were, like, so far
ahead. I find
it
crazy because it's still April.
Yeah, and
not April, it's
we
May.
Painted.
It's still May.
We painted, like, 3 rooms. We've organized a bunch of shit. We've done a lot of the outdoor stuff. It's just like...
Yeah, and it's crazy because the original plan was going to be June 4th, I think it was. June 4th or June 11th or something like that. And we're just now hitting June next week. And we are way past schedule. Like, beyond it. This place looks so much fucking, like, better because it's adapted to us and what we want to do with the place. And I like it. I like what we've done. I like everything that's going on with it. I think it's a very good situation that we're in. And now we're able to make this channel. And, another thing that really bugged me whenever I would try to make my old channels was that I couldn't be loud. I couldn't express myself really because my parents were in the fucking living room with the TV cranked up. And that was annoying. Like, they were watching NCIS or some stupid... I mean, NCIS isn't stupid, but, some show out there, have it high volume, and it would come into my room on the microphone, and it's just like, I can't record like this. So it's good that we have our own dedicated room to it, so we can. And now I can give you people a little bit of me. A little bit of Papa Chris for you.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that's what's nice. Being able to, it's like a lot easier to do something when you have a dedicated room.
Exactly.
Like we have the space to talk and not.
It feels more comfortable to do it. Like you feel like, you aren't restricted.
Yeah, because doing it out in the open with like other people around, you're just gonna like. I mean, it's not like it's awkward, but like
it is awkward because like you want to say stuff, but it's embarrassing because you don't want them to listen to you.
Yeah.
And then they'll make fun of you.
Yeah, you feel cut off when we close the doors and we start recording.
Yeah, and then someone will like burst through the door while you're trying to record. that was like the terrible part about having my bedroom is like I wouldn't know if someone was walking in or not. Like at least in here I can see if someone's about to burst in and ruin our day. But I would be like mid recording something and my brother would just burst through the door and I'd be like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
I'm doing something."
And you have to like restart everything.
Yeah, it was annoying. But now we're at a point that I wanted to be at, because I remember through when I first started high school and a little bit 8th grade, I was just like, when I'm 18, 19, I want to be moved out from my parents. I want to have like a game room going on. I want to have all this shit. And it happened. And that is another thing that's boosted my happiness, is that the position I wanted to be in, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. And it's awesome to be able to sit in here and turn on the TV in here, turn on my little anime.
And that's the thing, like, being able to watch anime was so hard. Like, I mean, I would think I was lucky because my mom really left me alone when I lived with her. So she wouldn't really come in. And my sister would come watch it with me because she just wanted to be with me and we would just watch it. So she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But, like, if you don't watch it, if you watch it with people who just don't understand what anime is, you're just you're labeled as just a weirdo.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch it when you have someone constantly saying, like, this is weird, this is disgusting. And it's just like, you don't understand why it's like this, you know?
Yeah, it's a different culture.
And I'm not watching it for that. I'm watching it because it's fucking hilarious or the storyline's good.
Yeah, it can be really funny at some points. It catches you off guard.
And it's nice because we have the privacy in this game room to be able to do that. And, you know, you could watch something that potentially can be a little bit, you know, edgy.
Over the edge.
Yeah, over the edge for some people. And no one's going to know because the TV's positioned in a certain way.
Drapes are open.
Yeah. But, I mean, even then, like, it's just like, you just pause it. Like, we know everyone's coming in. It just gives you can be able to watch something in comfort.
Yeah. And, you know, I remember through high school and shit, like, anime was not something that was taken by most. You know, it was something that was weird. And I can't lie, at some points I'd be like, that's annoying because it's not cool. I don't like it. But now I'm just like, you know what? Who cares? It's not.
Yeah, I've never been that kid.
Bad.
That'd be like, you know, that's stupid. Like, can't be watch this. And then, like, here I am, like, years later. I'm like, dude.
Like, I'm open to watching a lot of shit. I've always been open to watching a lot of shit. And I've seen anime before, so it wasn't like I was 100% against it. But when you're around a lot of people like that, you don't want to fucking show the cracks and be like, hey, I watch anime. Like, you don't want to be like that.
Yeah, because you don't want to get away from what the social group kind of dominates.
But, like, now it's just like, I don't care. Like, if somebody knows I watch it, it's just like, okay, cool.
And I think this just comes with age.
Yeah,
like,
it comes with age.
You just don't care.
You don't care anymore.
And you're not, like, bounded by those.
Yeah.
Like, especially in middle school and high school, there's such a social hierarchy. And you're just like,
I would always tell myself, too, during it, like, it doesn't matter. And then, like, it would still bug me no matter what. And then finally, I'm just at that point where I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Just doesn't bug me.
No, definitely. Yeah,
and it feels good because I can, you know, be able to watch this shit and not feel like a fucking total retard, you know. So another thing I was really scared of, I didn't want people to think I was a retard.
Yeah, because that
was
you know,
terrible.
Yeah, because it's
like your most daunting fear. Someone labels you as a dipshit, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, when you're a little kid, you just have this perception of what.
Not even just a little kid, like a high schooler.
Well, yeah, I mean we're still young, and it's just like you just have this when you're just that young, you just don't have an idea of like the perception of what, you know, you're just like, oh, I have this idea of what society determines is cool or not, and then once you get out of that, especially high school, you're like, man, people really do not care in the real world.
Yeah, they
like
don't.
As long as you be you, like most people will leave you alone as
They'll
long as you don't bother them. Yeah, and there's a lot of people like some like, I mean, I go to college and like I'll say like. People ask me, and I'll say it in front of a class because I have no problem. I'll be like, yeah, I like anime, or I'll quote an anime, and there's at least half the class will recognize from what I'm saying. So it's definitely becoming more mainstream.
Yeah, it's good, though.
And it's nice to see because you want to be able to talk about that and not be labeled as a creep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's another thing you don't want to be
annoying.
Like creep, yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a creep because you watch anime. And it's like,
yeah.
Just because I watch anime doesn't mean I watch anime for the big boobs. I mean, maybe occasionally.
I mean, all right. That is a big key factor.
But there's so much more to it. Yeah. And it's just like, fuck. It's so hard to escape that.
I like how we're saying that, and like at the beginning of this whole thing, I was saying that you offered me something because it had big titties.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, but with what was it with anime? It's just like that, and I feel like I just don't want to be labeled as a creep in general. Nobody does, and so I feel like that was one of the hardest things in high school, especially with girls. Like you didn't know what to do because you would get mixed signals, and you would just be like, should I do this or should I not do this?
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing. And a lot of women don't know what they want, so it fucks you over.
Yeah, because then I mean, definitely in high school, like you should just be focusing on school.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I was good at school, but it was just like I was just so focused on
girls, dude.
And yeah.
And you can't help it. Like no guy is gonna be able to just focus on school because there's a girl. There's always a girl, dude.
Yeah, and I was glad that like my mom made me work 40 hours when I was able to, work 40 hours is because, if not, I'm just constantly thinking about
women.
Yeah, and it's just, I was able to, now that I was working, I would be like, oh man, I was tired, so I didn't have time to think about anything. It was just, I would go to school, do my work, come home, go to work, and then after I get off work, finish my schoolwork, and go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, only to wake up at 7.
Yeah, and it sucks because, when you do get that opportunity to have a girl, it just does not work in high school. It never works. It is just not a possible, feasible thing.
Yeah, because you're
to work.
Yeah, because you just no one knows what the fuck they're doing at that age.
No, nobody knows.
You should just at that age you should just get through school and then figure out what you want to do. And if somehow that aligns up with the other person's goals or what they want, maybe it'll work. See, I wasn't expecting to find your sister and to I wasn't looking for a relationship. It just kind of happened.
It just happens. Yeah, I feel like if you're not looking for it, it gets you.
Definitely, and then that's what happened, and then here we are, almost 3 years later, and
yeah, because I finally just got over my ex-girlfriend. Like it finally happened.
That was hard on you too,
dude. That was the hardest 2 years I've ever had to go through because it was just constant on and off, and then now we're finally at the point where she's talking to someone new, and I'm like, kind of just going whatever.
Yeah, you're just doing your own thing.
Yeah,
like, we go out
because I've been able to distract myself long enough that I've built a wall around it and said, you know what, putting out that flame broil. I mean, I'll always have feelings for her, but it's just like I can't help it. I mean, especially if she said she didn't love me, it's just like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, no, definitely.
But yeah, I feel like that's a good point to kind of stop this at because we've talked your ears off for about an hour now.
Yeah, man, we've done accumulation of anime, introducing
not everything,
ourselves,
dude.
Chick-fil-A and relationships. We should come up with the title and be like Chick-fil-A relationships.
Chick-fil-A
and anime
relationships.
An animated Chick-fil-A relationship. That's what we should call this.
All of the above.
All the above.
Yeah.
But it's good to get it out.
Oh yeah, definitely. It helps because people like to listen to it too. They like to listen to people's lives and what they go through. So
and definitely, but for the most part, we're not this, sappy. But definitely we'll be sending out.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the.
Well, I feel like it's just because it's closer to nighttime.
And we're
it's like almost it's a minute away from midnight. So I feel like, usually at nighttime is when it gets you.
We're tired, man.
When you're tired, you kind of just don't go wacky dacky crazy.
We worked long hours today, and we're beat.
Oh yeah, exhausted. But I'm sure in the next one, if we hit it up earlier, we'll be able to zip through it better.
Yeah, and we
show you guys the funny part.
Yeah, we still need to come out with, we don't even know what the next video is going to be about.
I don't either, but you know what? That's why we just learn along the way.
Absolutely.
We'll figure it out when it comes.
Definitely.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for coming and listening to the podcast. We're going to have a lot of videos coming up on the channel here soon. The second podcast will be out whenever Chris comes over, and we'll get that all ready for you guys, and we'll tell you about the sexy anime we watched.
No, absolutely. And please, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely hit the bell notifications. We have
and if this ever gets on Spotify or anything,
we'll be there. We'll try to
just save it and kiss us on the screen a little bit.
Yeah,
I might kiss back here.
Absolutely.
You get a little kiss back.
Absolutely.
Just for doing that.
Mwah.
Yeah, a little kiss from Rudy too.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll be thinking about expanding. We just got this started, so please bear with us. But
we're still figuring it out. So
yeah,
we're just touching the bases.
This is all just a journey. So
Yeah.
We'll figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel like for the first podcast, we did pretty good.
not fucking bad.
Little air high five on that one. Chicka! So yeah, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.